Back in week 6, the Lions won a shootout in their first matchup against the Vikings. Can Minnesota get revenge? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in week 13. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And this defense not giving him anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Henry running right. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Get the first down here across the 15-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right, to understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball is thrown.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Let's go.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
We're scoreless after 1. Prescott on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give running right is Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A solid stiff arm. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Akers. Oh, he shifts past him, and he's taken down inside the 30. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. At the 19-yard line. On the handoff, it's Akers. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A first down throw for Prescott. Washington's got it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Here we go now on 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Prescott now. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Vikings. C.J. Uzomah, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive, and it's polished off by a Viking score. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll look to throw again.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Brian Poole.
And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught inside the 20. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Prescott. Open man is Uzama. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Quick slant to Brown.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play.
That'll be caught. It's Toney.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Lutz with the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing
equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Baron Browning
coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Second and 4.
He's got Jordan complete right side.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Second and 11. That's going to be caught. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Brevin Jordan.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this one. Inside their own 10-yard line, when they run a toss play, I know it works. But ordinarily, it takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that because the only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe take...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A.J. Brown, an even 90 yards. And the Lions on just 2 plays have taken the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Covered by J.C. Horn.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Brevin Jordan, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Lions add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
On 2nd down, Akers. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll go again here with Akers. Room here to run. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 22. 73 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. Trucks over him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Odafe Owe in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Prescott from the gun. Under pressure, they got him again. Odafe Owe has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Lions are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final readout on Next Gen Stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now Prescott. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Prescott. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Vikings send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. You got nothing.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Back again up in this. Entertaining for you. Come from my ends, you get this double. Straight to your bubble. In this game because I love the trouble. So watch your tone if you don't wanna rumble. You pop, like my. Did you forget we know you're not with any inch of the real. So stop it. I ain't knocking your little hustle, but watch it. I would hate to hear that loud ooh, chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang. Oh, them cannons ring, yes, them cannons ring. Make sure you photo ready when you see the game. I thought I told you lames, we are not the same. Having some fun while you out on your run, taking victory laps. I'm in the hood with them ones. Catch me out in Decatur with some meat and potatoes. Waffle House in Atlanta. I hit the blue flame later with them two-tone gators. Who you know gon' face? I see them keep trying, professional imitators. Rep, where's the flag? Now you're making me mad. With 47, get that. You better get back. You forget you know you're not with any inch of the real. So stop it. I ain't knocking your little hustle, but watch it. I would hate to hear that loud. Chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang. Oh, them cannons ring, yes, them cannons ring. Make sure you photo ready when you see the game. I thought I told you lames, we are not the same. Chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang. Oh, them cannons ring, yes, them cannons ring. Make sure you photo ready when you see the game. I thought I told you lames, we are not the same.